Hey, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Ellis. This is Stupid Marketing Tweets, a podcast where we point out bad ideas that undermine the reality of marketing and perpetuate an echo chamber.
Let's take a look at this week's stupid marketing tweet, where we snark the tweet and not the tweeter. Look at what's stupid and try to figure out why it's succeeding. So, Ellis, you brought this one this week, so tell us
Yes.
about it.
And I really do kind of want to snark the tweeter, and I'm going to really try hard not to. This tweeter said, I got married 26 days ago. Our wedding planner changed my life, so I changed her life. Gave her 3 tips for her landing page. She's now getting 4x more leads. Same budget. She's also hiring now, building her company. Her dream. Marketing is a superpower. Changes lives.
So, what gets under your skin about this one?
First off, the overall tone is, oh, thank you so much for helping me change my life by planning my wedding. As a show of benevolence, I would like to give you 3 tips for your landing page. And in another tweet, he says that one of the tips is to quit yapping and get to the point. Yeah.
That's right.
And it's just this sense of superiority, right? And it really gets to me, and I think really gives marketers a poor reputation as just being these kind of holier than thou, oh, you changed my life, here I shall dole out 3 marketing tips for you, go forth and prosper. And suddenly now he is the reason she's getting 4 times more leads. She's the one who did all the work changing her landing page, right? But, he is changing lives. So I actually responded to him saying, wow, you're so magnanimous. And he didn't like that so much. He said thanks, nice comment. But this is something that I think I mentioned in our previous podcast, is that a lot of people don't like it when you kind of, and I said something kind of snarky, but I was trying to call attention to the fact that his tone is really, like I said, kind of holier than thou, superior, and I would imagine that he hadn't really thought about that. But that's, those are my major beefs with this tweet. Anthony, I would love to hear from you about this.
It's hard not to read it the way you're reading it. To give the person the benefit of the doubt.
It is.
He doesn't say something like, in addition to paying her, it makes it sound like, as the payment, I gave her 3 marketing tips, I changed her life. I gave her these tips.
Right?
Yeah.
We paid your fee, but here, these tips are your tip.
It's so gross sounding. And the idea that the first tip was stop yapping. I totally understand. And you've seen this too. Sometimes clients, they talk too much. They say too much.
Yes.
They have 1,000, 2,000 words on their landing page, whatever. I would never say, especially to a woman, as a man, quit your yapping. Maybe if there was a funny moment and she was laughing about it, whatever, contextual, but generally that is such a bad marketing tip. Quit your yapping.
Yeah, it really is. So my marketing tip for him is to learn how to speak to people that you're helping in a more generous manner. But he is also taking, I kind of mentioned, he is taking credit for her growth now, right? She's hiring, she's building her company and her dream specifically because of his 3 tips and not anything else that she could have done, right? His tips weren't coincidental. They were the reason, and he is taking all the credit for her. And I really don't like that.
And today is September 17th, so let's say you got married 4 to 5 weeks ago. There probably were not a lot of weddings going on, during the summer because of the Delta variant. And maybe now she's getting 4x more leads because people are feeling more confident about vaccine. It's correlation and causation.
Exactly.
Especially when that first tip is quit your yapping. But don't take credit for the other person has to do the work. It's good to give advice, but the advice giver is not the person who makes the change.
Correct. It's very self-aggrandizing, and let's just remember that, sure, marketing is a superpower, but he didn't do he didn't do the superpowering here. He enabled her to do the superpower, right? So does that make him a superhero? No.
Okay, so we have a sense of why this tweet is stupid, but why is it succeeding?
It
Why
is
did
so
so many
successful.
people like it?
When we took a screenshot 23 hours after it had been posted, it already had 228 likes.
Mm-hmm.
I think because this person is probably writing for an audience who is similar to him. This is my guess. I don't know. And when you're speaking to a more homogenous group of people, and I don't mean like racially or socioeconomically necessarily. I mean people who have kind of a similar mindset, right? He's just going to get a lot of reinforcement, and there are also a lot of people who won't really dig into that tone. We think it's really difficult to read it with anything other than this self-aggrandizing tone, but it's completely possible that many people don't even get that tone. And they just want to be like, yeah, we're changing the world, guys. It makes us feel better. And when you have that kind of... I think it just builds him up, and it feels like other people are... like, they're being built up too, because they, too, have a superpower, and they could change a woman's life.
I just came across your tweet that said, I bet she was so grateful that you told her to stop yapping. All it took was a guy like you to change her whole life. And this was after he said, I told her to stop yapping, straight and to the point, even gave her a headline. Don't know if she used it. And the headline is, pack 2 pairs of boxers and socks. That's all you need to get married using my service.
If he doesn't even know if she used the headline, how is he taking credit for changing her life?
Furthermore, this idea of pack 2 pairs of boxers and socks,
Terrible
he's not
headline.
talking to women. Not talking to women
No,
at all.
it's also a terrible headline.
It's a terrible headline.
Like, who wants a packing list as their headline? Not me.
Right? And who wants their packing list to be about underwear and socks, you know?
Right, like, is this wedding planner going to provide pants for you the entire weekend? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But, whatever. Perhaps she took some of his advice and thought, you know what, I can take the good parts of this advice and implement it, and also make some of these changes by the power of my own lady brain, and, you know, did it herself. If you don't even know what her headline was, then you really gotta... I'm really heading into snarking the tweeter territory here, and so I'm trying to come back. It's just really hard, because this one really got under my skin.
Yeah, I'm going to assume nearly everyone liking or commenting on this is a dude. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think I got many likes on my replies.
No, I don't think so.
No.
All right,
Just
so anything else we want to add to this particular tweet?
No, but, you know, if anyone out there is listening and sees tweets like this, I encourage you to go out and say something. If you see something, say something. You know, you don't have to be mean, but say something.
Yeah, and that's something that you and I have discussed, like, what's the harm, you know? Might as well just say something, call people out. Sure, maybe you get kicked out of marketing Twitter, but...
But we're not rude. You know,
Right.
I might be a little bit snarky, but we're not rude. We don't call people names. You know, say something.
Yeah. And if you see tweets like this, please let us know. You can even use the hashtag stupid marketing tweets, which I have been so tempted to use when I see these tweets coming up in the marketing topic. Like,
Do it.
just reply hashtag stupid marketing tweet. Maybe I should.
Get it. Do it. Start looking out for Anthony's tweets.
All right, and you can do that by following me at @Garone. That's ATGARONE. And you can follow Ellis at Ellis_types. And you can learn more about us at edifycontent.com.